Hill High School. That one low for ball 1 and 2 to Cooper Jen, the leadoff for the Hawks. Again, it's Blaze Milam on the hill. Welcome everybody to Liberty Hill High School tonight as the Panthers host the aforementioned Hayes Hawks. Just a little high to Cooper Jen. 2-2 now from Blaze Milam. My name is Adam Mueller. Thanks for joining us on Vype Live, back after senior night. Unfortunately, unable to make it. That's all 3 filled up now. 3-2 to Cooper Jen. Milam kicks and delivers high and a leadoff walk by Cooper Jen, who gives a little pump of the fist. And the Hayes Hawks may be competing with the Panthers tonight in terms of noise from the dugout. Should be good back and forth. Adriano Fernandez now steps up, the lefty, the third baseman. Cade Neuenschwander's come in a little bit shorter from third, maybe expecting the bunt from Fernandez. Milam checks Jen at first. You'd maybe expect. Time is called. Pitch is way inside. Nice play there by Carson Riley. And thanks for tuning in here on Liberty Hill Baseball here on Vype Live. As we get started, you see Cooper Jen over there at first base here, top of the first. Starting off this District 25 5A matchup. Carson Riley trying to frame that pitch, didn't get it. Milam down 1-0 here to the 2-hitter for the Hawks. Lefty working out of the stretch. Jen takes a few steps. It comes back in 2-0 now as Milam falling behind Fernandez. As we get this week started in district after a big week for the Panthers last week. Milam kicks, delivers high, 3-0 now. Riley just taking a second here to get his pitcher lined up. It is Blaze Milam on the hill, Carson Riley behind home. Gavin Voth is over there at first base. It's Andrew Basie playing second, Cole Tanksley at short, Cade Neuenschwander at third, and the familiar outfield of Chase Maxwell, Logan Dyer. There goes Milam over to first with that little disguised move. Chase Maxwell, as I said, in left, Logan Dyer in center, and Colby DeMars in right. That's your defensive lineup for the Panthers. Lots of noise from the Hawks dugout, and there's strike number 1, 3-1 now. Now showing bunt on 3-1, pops it straight in the air. Milam's gonna get here, could turn 2. With a big first out for the Panthers. And now we got some noise from the Panthers bench. Gio Esquivel, the second baseman for the Hawks. We have a full round the bases, around the inside of the infield for the Hawks. Their top 4 batters in the lineup make up all their infielders, sort of an interesting aspect. Esquivel looks at off speed for strike 1. Milam getting a little bit of confidence back. Again, time called, so a little bit of a call here. Panthers fans don't like this, that he backed out there. Play over to first, trying to get Jen unawares. Time awarded twice now to the Hawks. 0-1 to Esquivel. Milam again, changing up the rhythm. That one grounded right over to Coach Creek there at the Panthers dugout. Talked about the big week last week for the Panthers. 2 wins, 2 one-run wins against a tricky Lockhart team who, despite being in last place, the Lockhart Lions are a tough out. Panthers found that out, but they got the 2 victories. 0-2 now. And that one ripped to the right side into the hole. Basie's gonna have to make a play, and does. Andrew Basie was way over towards second base, and that was sort of a blooper into that space. Basie got over quickly and got the out. Apologies for the connection issues here. Try and sort that out here. Still hear my voice. Here's Milam with the off speed, and it's Holden Catron who steps in, the first baseman for the Hawks, with 2 outs and a man on. It's Cooper Jen over at second, reached on a walk. Milam checks a couple times and delivers. Foul back, and Blaze is ahead 0-2 now. Blaze got that eye black on both cheeks. Definitely a intimidating look there from the Panthers pitcher. Let's see if he checks over at second. Basie creeps over. Milam kicks and delivers strike number 3, and a big fist pump for Blaze Milam as he is feeling it. And we are through the top half of the first. Still Hayes 0, Liberty Hill 0. And we get ready for the bottom half of the first inning here at Panthers Field. Again, my name is Adam Muir. Thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. It's number 4 for the Hayes Hawks is Cullen Lee, pitching for the team in red. He will step in against this Liberty Hill lineup, and it'll be Logan Dyer leading it off, center fielder for the Panthers. Carson Riley batting second. Cade Neuenschwander in that familiar 3-hole for Coach Creek. Carson Sharp DHing and batting 4th. It's Andrew Basie, who seems to be a new favorite at that second base position, batting 5th. Gavin Voth plays first base and bats 6th. Colby DeMars in right field, batting 7th. Chase Maxwell wears number 7 and plays the position number 7 out there in left field. He bats 8th, and Cole Tanksley will play shortstop and bat 9th for Coach Creek. As the Hawks get ready, and Cullen Lee gets ready for his first inning of work in this game. As we talked about, a lot of good news last week for the Panthers. Second straight sweep in district. First against the Lehman Lobos 2 weeks ago, and then of course last week against the Lockhart Lions. And this Hayes team very much involved in the shakeup in District 25-5A, and we'll talk more about that as the game goes on, but looking a lot different in terms of district standings. As Dyer steps up, familiar leadoff senior for the Panthers. Lots of noise coming from that Liberty Hill bench, and the righty Cullen Lee throws one in there for a ball just off the outside. It is Pacheco behind the plate. Here's a strike there on the outside corner for Coach James Howard and the Hayes Hawks. 1-1 delivery coming from Lee. Off speed is inside. Dyer, the senior leaders of this team. There's a reason Coach Creek puts him in at leadoff just about every game. He is an on-base machine, just up 3-1. And that can be hits, that can be walks, that can be all kinds of things from Logan Dyer. He is just the man to get on base for this team. 3-1 now from Lee. That's just outside, and there you go. On base percentage. Logan Dyer certainly has got a high percentage in that category. Here comes Carson Riley. Another one of those seniors. Stepping in, was the catcher for the Panthers. 2-8. Dyer is a threat to steal from first. Lee delivers and it gets past Pacheco at home, and Dyer will advance easily over to second. So just like that, man in scoring position for the Panthers, no out. 1-0 to Carson Riley. He checks Dyer. Shortstop sort of faded over here. Pitch to Riley's outside. It's Cooper Jen, the shortstop, holding Dyer on. It's just sort of interesting against a righty hitter. You'd think you want your left side infielders to be in their normal positions, but Coach Howard going with the shortstop holding on. This one would be chopped foul, 2-1. As reset, get going again here with the 2-1 count. Lee taking his time, still looking for his first. Recorded out. Riley fouls that one back. 2-2 now. To the Panthers catcher. Have been some, I guess what you could call offensive struggles for the Panthers recently, but they've been able to get those close wins. Combination of pitching and fielding as Lee fakes over to second to hold Logan Dyer on over there. Things all of a sudden slowing down here. As Riley digs in, big noise from the dugout. Pitch from Lee does get Riley. Nasty curveball. Okay, Noonschwander stepping in. Chucky got the W on Friday, senior night, against Lockhart. An efficient 72-pitch outing. In fact, only gave up the one hit and struck out 8 batters. So Cade doing it on the pitcher's mound on Friday. Now what can he do from the plate? Off speed in there for a strike. That's a nasty curveball there from Lee. Saw it catch Riley out swinging, and then there maybe it looks like it's gonna be inside and then sort of comes across the plate. Lee checks over there, nobody there, but Dyer gets on just in case. One out here, bottom of the first. 0-1 from Colin Lee. Good play by Pacheco behind the plate to block that ball. Jeremiah Pacheco, that is. Talked about senior night. The 10 seniors on this Panthers roster were honored Friday. like we said, got the big victory, 3-2 against the Lions. Again, low and outside. Good eye from Chucky, 2-1 now. Chucky's got that wrist brace in the back pocket. As the Panthers wear that white and purple. There's that curveball. Almost dropped in. A good eye from Moonschwander. Took it for ball 3, 3-1. One of the hallmarks of Coach Creek's lineup is patience, determination. Outside for ball 4, and Chucky's on now, so 2 on. With the designated hitter, Carson Sharp. Freshman will step up to the plate. Batting in that cleanup position. Looks over there at Coach Creek for the signals. Two men on, 1 out. Cullen Lee for the Hawks in a bit of a jam. Up steps Carson Sharp. Infield, I would call that double play depth, except the first baseman, Catron. He is not holding Moonschwander on. He's come up to the grass. Maybe expecting some sort of sacrifice. Lee taking his time. Check second. And delivers. Sharp looks at a strike low. I think Carson had a good feel for that when he was nodding his head like, okay, I see ya. And the second base umpire is going to come up and get this ball here. And we will switch balls here. Wonder why he did that there. Maybe recognize that there was something on the ball. Make sure it's fair. Not playing with any substances on that baseball. 1-1 now, 1 out, 2 men on for the Panthers. First and second as Lee checks second again. Lee kicks, ooh, and tripped a little bit on the mound. Nothing we can do about that. That's ball 2, 2-1. As the shortstop, Cooper Jen, I think he's being a real good teammate here. Just coming up to his pitcher and letting him know he's okay. Sometimes these things happen. Good leadership from the shortstop there. I don't know if we've had much rain. There was a lot of rain forecast, about a 40% chance in the Central Texas area. Don't know if we really got any. Sharp swings, grounds over to short. Second, looking for 2, and they get it. Huge double play from Jen to Esquivel to Catrone. That infield, and Sharp, unfortunately, is the final out of the inning. So a couple walks in the bottom of the first for the Panthers, but we will stay 0-0 here at Panthers Field. You're watching Liberty Hill Baseball on Vype Live. And we roll into the top of the second inning here at Panthers Field. As Blaze Milam works into his second inning. Big swing and a miss from Isaiah Martinez. On that off speed from Milam, who's ready to go. Talk about pace of play. Blaze Milam does not take his time. Off speed there is low. Milam did give up the walk to start the game in that top half of the first, but able to get through the next three. Big contact, big loud contact over to Basie at second, who throws out Martinez, the designated hitter for the Hawks. Now it's Sebastian Montiel, the right fielder. Another lefty here for the Hawks. Talk about often this season how Coach Creek not as many options in terms of lefty batters in the lineup. Looks like Coach Howard for the Hawks has got plenty of options. First pitch was low for a ball from Blaze. Kicks and delivers just a little inside. I think that sort of crossed Carson Riley up a bit. Thought that ball would be coming outside. 2-0 now. Pitch outside. The second batter we've seen in this game. Milam has gotten behind 3-0. Some issues with the control tonight. Again, I look at the dirt. 3-0 pitch in there on the outside corner for a strike. I'm looking at the dirt just to see if there's some moisture there. Maybe both pitchers having some issues with the footing. Now it's the home plate ump that just calls for time as Milam wants to work quickly. 3-1. That one swung on into the clouds. Looks like Chase Maxwell will come over and make the play in left field. From our angle, easy to immediately lose that one in the skies. As I said, I don't think we've got too much rain. It is cloudy. 2 out now for Jacob Covington, left fielder for the Hawks. 2 out as Milam works fastball high. Blaze got the win on Tuesday, a week ago, against Lockhart. Another big cut. Short center field, both infielders coming on. It looks like Logan Dyer's going to step up and make the play. So a couple of flyouts in a row. And Blaze Milam, 1, 2, 3. Making it look easy through the second. We'll head to the bottom half. Still 0-0. And we head into the bottom half of the second inning here at Panthers Field. Still no score between the Hayes Hawks and the Liberty Hill Panthers. Thanks for joining us on Vype Live. My name is Adam Mueller. Enjoyed being here with you for the Panthers district season this year. And it's a district season that really improved after last week, as it was actually this Hayes Hawks team that defeated Leander Rouse twice, both home and away last week, to really shake things up in district. It's now and Rouse tied at the top of District 25 5A at 7-3. Totally different situation than where we were just a couple weeks ago. Andrew Basie, sophomore second baseman for the Panthers, stepping in. Swings at the first pitch, deep in the hole at second, needs a throw, and it is a nice play there from Esquivel. Basie trying to capitalize on the first pitch. Again, one of those things that Basie provides for Coach Creek is another lefty batter. And now Gavin Voth, one of the righties, steps in. First baseman for Liberty Hill. Off speed is really nice from Lee for strike one. Lee taking his time. Delivers the 0-1, both contact over to short. And a nice play over there by Cooper Jen. Get the second out of the inning. So 3 pitches and 2 ground balls for 2 outs for the Panthers. As Colby DeMar steps in, just like Cade Neuenschwander, wearing that wrist protection in the back pocket, but Colby likes it in the left back pocket. Pitch from Lee is in there for a strike. Colby DeMar's struggled a bit at bat early in this district season, but we've seen him sort of get into his groove. 0-1 now. And just talk about groove. That is fair down the third baseline, deep into the corner. A little bit of a slip from DeMars. He should be into second, standing up. He is. And just when I was saying, DeMars is in a groove right now, there it is. Another hit for Colby. Junior. Here comes Chase Maxwell. Another one of those seniors that was honored on Friday. DeMars will put on that wrist protection over at second. Of course, that is the first hit of the game for the Panthers. Chase Maxwell also holding one of those wrist protectors, as that one almost gets away from Pacheco. Chase Maxwell, a 4-year varsity letterman and 3-time academic all-district. You'll hear that a lot in this Panthers lineup. A lot of guys that do good things on the field and in the classroom. Love to see that. Kick from Lee and foul over that Hawks bench over there. 1-1 now to Maxwell. 2 out. DeMars with that 2-out doubles over there at second. Early opportunity for the Panthers left fielder. That's just a pretty curveball from Cullen Lee for strike number 2. If Panthers can sort of key in on that, be able to get some big hits, because that curveball just hangs in the air. Lee looked in for a long time, so Maxwell called for time. Working out of the stretch, DeMar's over there at second. Some noise from Panthers dugout. Just tying outside. I think Pacheco maybe thought that was strike 3. 2-2 now, 2 out. Lee checks second, kicks. And there's a grounder over to short. Play needed from Jen, and he makes it. trio of ground balls for the Panthers. Colby DeMars does get on base with the double, but nothing in the run column. And we'll head to the third. Still Hawks 0, Panthers 0. And we head into the third here. Blaze Milam works into inning number 3. The catcher for the Hawks, Jeremiah Pacheco, steps in. The 8-hitter for the team in red and blue. Made the trip up from Buda this afternoon. Of course, the Panthers will make the reverse trip on Friday. Pacheco swings at the first pitch. Neuenschwander comes across, makes the play and the throw. 1 pitch, 1 out. Nice play from Chucky over there at third, coming across. It's now Alexander Villalobos, sender fielder for Coach Howard, who gives him a few signals over there at third base. Talked about the Hawks, how they beat Rouse twice last week. First a 4-2 home victory a week ago on Tuesday. Again swinging at the first pitch, Villalobos off the glove of Neuenschwander this time. And into left field, and that will be the first base hit of the game for the Hawks. It's Villalobos who gets on. Cooper Jen back up, back to the top for the Hawks, walked in the first. But the Hawks not able to capitalize on that leadoff walk. Now in a situation with a man on first, 1 out for the leadoff hitter. Milam staring over there now will make the throw. And then the Hawks went to Leander and beat Rouse 5-3 just a few days later. Lots of noise from the Hawks bench now. Jen shows bunt, takes it away, runner goes. Beautiful throw from Carson Riley, and the call is safe. And Coach Creek will come straight out. Boy, looks like he may have gotten him. As first pitch hit and run by Coach Howard. As Cooper Jen drew the bat away. And second base ump just explains his call. Coach Creek not happy, but Villalobos steals second. Discusses some things with those middle infielders, Tanksley and Basie for Panthers. Good throw from Carson Riley. Panthers fans do not like that call. Certainly looked out, but looked like the ump was describing maybe the tag did not get him on the arm, maybe got him on the shoulder, and by that time the hand was on the base. So now man on second with 1 out. 1-0 to Jen. There is strike one. 1-1 now. Oh, excuse me. So the first pitch was called a strike, so 0-2. As we adjust everything on the scoreboard. Milam looks over to second. Tanksley was holding him for a second. Now looks like it's Basie. Coach Creek mixing things up a bit. maybe to mess with the runners. Milam will deliver the 0-2, strike number 3. And Cooper Jen sort of looks off the outfield. Second strikeout of the game from Miley. Adriano Fernandez, third baseman for the Hawks, comes up for the second time. Popped out in the first. 2 out now. Milam looks at second. Fastball is fouled back and over the Panthers dugout over there on the left side. Now it's Basie giving the signals to Milam. Let's see if we get a pickoff attempt at second. We do not. And there's the pitch, just a little high, 1-1 now. So after those 2 Panthers victories last week and then the 2 losses for Rouse, both teams sit tied at the top. Right on the outside corner there. Nice pitch from Milam on the off-speed 1 and 2. I think you thought maybe Rouse would run the table in district, but 2 losses now make it much more interesting. Pitch is high, 2-2 now. Hayes is the team in third in District 25-5A at 6-4, tied for third with Cedar Park. Timberwolves also at 6-4. Milam takes a few looks, 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. Leander Lions at 5-5, they're in 5th place in district, so still a fight for those playoff positions. Panthers certainly at the top of that fight now. Hoping to get out of this inning unscathed. 2-2 pitch now. Inside corner, strike 3. And again, Blaze Milam getting through a little bit of trouble there, but a pair of strikeouts gets him out of it. Head to the bottom half. Still no score. Low 70s, high 60s, real nice baseball weather here on this, we'll call it cool April Tuesday night here. Hope it's a good one for all those watching at home. Nice little home atmosphere. The Tuesday night crowd here at Panthers Field. Smattering of Hawks fans as well. And it's Cole Tanksley, the shortstop tonight for the Panthers, who steps in. Junior, who sort of took the position of Brandon Creek, Coach Creek's son, who fortunately injured his knee and is out for the season. Rips one over to short, been a lot of action over there for Jen, who makes the play. And another 1 pitch, 1 out, as both pitchers have been working pretty quickly. Logan Dyer stepping in, leadoff hitter for the Panthers. Walked to lead off the bottom of the first. And we'll look to get on base again here with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Dyer, another one of those 4-year varsity lettermen. Strike one from Lee, another one of those 3-time academic all-district players. The off-speed is outside. Actually, a 2-sport letterman is Logan Dyer. Talking about Toby Ryman being a 2-sport man, Logan Dyer, football and baseball, an all-district football player. Pitch from Lee, ripped down the line, foul. 0-2 now to Dyer with 1 out. In 2021, he was second-team all-district outfielder, and then last year, second-team all-district designated hitter was the Panthers senior. 0-2 now. Ripped up the middle again. Jen's gonna have to make a play from short. Throw from his knees. What a play from Cooper Jen, who is showing off the defensive skills. Good contact from Logan. Just couldn't get it through the middle. Carson Riley steps in with 2 out, nobody on. Struck out in the first. A 3-year varsity letterman is Carson. Off speeds inside. Another one of those 3-time academic all-district. Really great to see that in this Panthers lineup. Pitch off speed down the line, fielded by Fernandez. Long throw over. And the Hawks showing off the ability on the infield. 3 groundouts, and the Panthers are retired. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still looking for a run here at Panthers Field. They're watching Liberty Hill Baseball on Vype Live. Into the 4th we go. Carson Sharp playing a little bit of backup catcher there until Carson Riley gets the gear on. Blaze Milam into his 4th inning of work. Of course, Blaze had a shutout against Lockhart a week ago that we mentioned briefly. 76 pitches, just the 5 hits and 9 strikeouts against the Lions. Gio Esquivel stepping in to start the 4th for the Hawks. Grounded out in the 1st inning. Did the second baseman for Hayes. A Hayes team that also beat Lockhart twice, lost to Leander twice, and then has series splits with Leander Glen and Cedar Park. So that's how they get to that 6-4 record in District 13, 12-1 overall. So maybe some steady improvement from Coach Howard's team this season. Low for a ball there. 2-1 is the count here to Esquivel, leading off the 4th for the Hawks. As Milan kicks it and delivers. Big swing and a miss on that fastball inside. Another big fastball. This one fouled off. Of course, the Hawks in District 26 6A last year. Record of 13-14 overall. 5-9 in district play, so not a playoff team in that district. Big cut again, and that one is foul, just foul. Down the third base line, it was good contact from Esquivel. You can see the pellets on the field just kick up as that ball hit just outside the left field line. Esquivel with that sort of unorthodox, sort of bent over stance. 2-2. Low ball 3. 3-2 now. 3-2 pitch swung on deep center, and Riley's going to come on, and it's going to bounce in front of him. Second hit of the game for Hayes, as Esquivel seemed to be pretty locked in on that at bat. Holden Catron stepping in now. Big first baseman for the Hawks. Struck out in the first. Another opportunity here with the man on, this time no out. As Milam works out of the stretch. Chopped foul down the third base line as Chucky just fielding that in case. One as Catron looks over at his coach over there at third base. Decent lead from Esquivel. Milam delivers low, 1-1 now. Sometimes it can be a battle of rhythm between a batter and pitcher. Another big fastball in there for a strike. That one had a lot of heat. One and 2 now, no out. Man on first. Milam kicks, delivers high, and Riley will go over to first. Not a bad look. Just a little wide to both. Two. Ripped down the line, foul, and a good at bat here from Catron. He is making Milam work, and just as we say that, Carson Riley's going to run out and talk to his junior pitcher. Panthers, as we said, with that 7-3 district record, 21-5 overall. Really impressive overall mark. We'll be headed to Buda on Friday. And then Saturday, I believe, and we'll just check with Coach Creek, the non-district game against Wimberley, I believe, is canceled. And we'll just confirm that on Friday. So 2-2. Swung on and ripped into left field, and this one will drop for another hit. So a pair of singles for the Hawks. Esquivel and then Catron. And with no outs, it'll be the DH, Isaiah Martinez, stepping in, grounded out in the second. Milam's got some work to do. As sun sets, things start to cool down a little bit. Milam will hope that the bats of the Hawks cool down as well. Looks over at second and delivers. Now bunt being shown, fouled right at us. That'll be strike one, 0-1 now. Big spot here, no out. Trying to get out of a jam. 2 men on. And Bunch shown again. He will get one down. It'll come right to Milam. Riley points it first, and Milam gets that out. A successful sacrifice for Martinez. Sebastian Montiel will step in, the lefty, with 2 runners in scoring position. Second and third, Coach Creek sort of lining his guys up. Everybody's going to come in. Yep, so we'll have infield in as Basie and both push forward. We'll see now. Milam taking his time. So Coach Howard responds here. Do you go more small ball if runs are hard to come by? Another bunt? No. Up, down to Milam, checks thirds, keeps the runner over there and gets the out. And actually the runner at second was way over, but got the important out and kept the runner at third. Nice job by Blaze Milam. It's not an easy play. There's a lot of things you've got to keep track of there. First you got to field the ball, then check the runner, then get the out. And Milam did all 3 of those. Now he's got 2 outs in the inning. First pitch swung on, and that one will get past Milam. Big play from Tanksley, can't make it. And the Hawks will get on the board. First run of the game. Sort of chopped grounder that got under the glove of Milam, and Tanksley had a really difficult play. Could not make it. And Esquivel comes around, and the Hawks get the first run of the game. Still in a difficult situation here. Men on the corners. 2 out. And it's Jeremiah Pacheco who steps in. His second at bat. There's his fastball for a strike. Pacheco grounded out in the third. And I don't know if we award the RBI to Covington there. We'll call that an error on Tanksley. It was a tough play. I'll give him the RBI. Here's Tanksley again with another tough play. Long throw and makes it. But the Hawks get on the board. Runs may be hard to come by in this game. We'll see if the Panthers can respond. Hawks put one across. They now lead 1-0. Cullen Lee into his 4th inning of work has shut out the Panthers so far. Just the 1 hit for Liberty Hill is that double by Colby DeMars. They've also earned a pair of walks, and one of those walks earned by Chucky. Cade Neuenschwander will step in to lead off this inning as we go through the heart of the Panthers lineup. Pacheco, the catcher for the Hawks, just had to get his gear on, so brief delay here. Cullen Lee pitching a really good game, and talking about the Panthers trying to get through some offensive struggles. They will need to do it now. Down a run. 6 straight wins for Liberty Hill. 3 of the last 4 of those wins decided by just the 1 run. So this team is used to playing close games, and this might be another one of those. As we said, Neuenschwander will lead it off. Learned to walk his first time up. Cade taking his time. Step in. Start this inning off for the Panthers. Righty against righty. Lee kicks and delivers, and there's that off speed for strike 1. They sit on that off speed again. Fastball this time. Chop foul. 0-2 now. Neuenschwander, of course, Blinn junior college commit. Another one of those 3-year varsity lettermans, 3-time academic all-district. One of the stars of this team. Lee, again, doesn't like the signs at 0-2. First team all-district last year. The senior way outside there. 1-2, Pacheco actually lost the ball. Cade actually in his sophomore year was 2nd team all-district as well, so filling up the accolades is Chucky. 1-2, no outs here, bottom of the 4th. Nice little swing there. Let's see if that drops in front of the center fielder, and Villalobos comes on and makes the play. Route number 1. Carson Sharp steps in now. Grounded into a double play in the first inning. Looking to respond to that. Positive at bat here against Lee. Seems to be getting into a rhythm for the Hawks. Off speed outside. Another really good off-speed pitch. That one really froze Carson. One of those pitchers that uses his array, his arsenal of options to confuse the hitter rather than sort of power we see from Blaze Milam. Both techniques can be equally effective. There's a fastball outside, 3-1. Sharp with a nice at bat. That one inside does get past Pacheco, so Sharp has an opportunity to take a base if it's there. But a base runner for Coach Creek's team, and Andrew Basie steps in. Lefty second baseman. Swung at the first pitch. He faced back in the second and grounded out. Now an opportunity with 1 out and a man on. Again, swinging at that first pitch. We've seen Andrew do that quite a few times already in his couple appearances here in the lineup. Has a certain nonchalance about him, does Andrew Basie, where seems to see things pretty well. Can he capitalize here? Off speed, got under it. deep into center, and Villalobos will get under that. Again, that's that sort of hanging curveball. You think if the Panthers hitters can key in on that, they get some joy. But bases are tied for the second out. Gavin Booth stepping in. Also a ground out victim back in the second. And off speed again, another nasty. This one fouled up into the midsection of Pacheco, who is in some pain here. Hopefully he's okay. That one hit hard off the turf, back up into up thigh area. It's not a lot you can do here other than just wait it out and understand the pain. He is in here. Hopefully he can shake this one off. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Gavin Booth batting for the Panthers. Just give Pacheco some time. And he gets up. And that's really good to see. He gets a nice hand in the Panthers crowd. In a situation like this, you almost think maybe we could have a temporary sub rule or something where you let the guy check out and get back to get his feeling back and get feeling better, and then he can come back in the game. Coach Howard gives him a fist bump. And maybe you give him a few warm-up pitches here. I think so, yeah. Cullen will throw few pitches in there. So the catcher for the Hawks can get into it, but we will get back into it here. Carson Sharp with the walk is over there at first. And Vo steps in with the count at 0-1. 2 outs. Sharp with a nice lead over there at first. Lee looks briefly over there. Delivers the off-speed outside, 1-1. The junior for the Panthers certainly adds some height at the plate for Coach Krieg. Lee delivers the fastball down the first base line, just foul. 1-2. Catron over at first. Holding Sharp on, but Sharp doesn't seem to be too concerned. He's got a nice lead over there first. You can see it on the right-hand side. Lee looks over a few times. Delivers low again, and Pacheco doing a nice job to keep it in front of him. 2-2 now from both. He's having a nice little at-bat here. Lee again looks over at Sharp. 2-2 out. Will check Sharp over there. Carson gets back. Gavin rests that bat on that shoulder, and Lee will step out of it again. Really taking his time here, the Hayes pitcher. Checks again, off speed, both gets a piece, but fouls it off. Good fight from the first baseman. See if Gavin can continue hang in here, maybe capitalize one of those off-speed pitches. It is the fastball and fouls it back again. Sense that it is a bit of a spot here. A rare base runner for the Panthers. Gavin Voth trying to keep the inning alive here with 2 out. D checks first. And Voth makes contact to that right side. Hernandez from third makes the throw, just gets him. Voth is retired. The Panthers do earn a walk there in the bottom half of the 4th, but they're not able to capitalize. With a couple flyouts and a ground out, Blaze Milam will step in for inning number 5. Panthers down 1-0. A little bit of Sweet Caroline here between the 4th and 5th. Alexander Villalobos steps in. His first time up back in the 3rd. He did single off of Milam. 9-hitter for the Hawks. Off speed is nice from Blaze for a strike 1. The Hawks will finish district season next week against Lehman. So the fight for the playoff positions will continue. Big swing and a miss now, 0-2 from Blaze. Milam, 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Villalobos goes down. Strikeout number 4 for Milam. Has given up the 4 hits as well. Back to the top to Cooper Jen, shortstop for the Hawks, who's shown some skills on defensive side. 0 for 1 in this game with a walk and a strikeout. Milam kicks and delivers outside, 2-0. Nice looking change up there from Milam. Strike 1. As we are bathed in floodlights here. A little bit low there. 3 balls, 1 strike. You'd assume Cooper Jen, just like Logan Dyer, one of those on-base guys, and there you go, walk number 2. Earned by Jen. Adriano Fernandez stepping in his 3rd time up. 0 for 2. A pop out and a strikeout. Riley looks over to Coach Creek and says a few words to Milam. home and away series for the Panthers next week against Leander Glenn. In a week's time, we'll be at Glenn, and then the final game of the regular season. I love that pickoff play from Milam. He looks over there. It's almost like he's just checking. The runner doesn't move, and so he throws over there. Kind of unconventional, but really interesting. Big swing and a miss there for strike one. Blay seems to have perfected the unusual pickoff attempts. There it is again. See, looks over there, and if the runner doesn't move, he throws. Appreciate that a lot. I think you get a lot of pitchers who just look over for the sake of looking, not really thinking about if they're going to throw or not. And Blaze is actually playing the runner. Steps off here. His time is called. Oh, 1. Outside corner, strike 2. Riley setting up outside. Miller's pitched a little too far outside. 1 and 2 now. Delivers, ball fouled off to the left. Just checking to see who Rouse is playing tonight. Well, kicks and delivers, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 5 for the game for Milam, and 2 outs now. Gio Esquivel stepping in now. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the previous inning and does represent the run. The only run for Hayes, the only run in this game. Swings at that one too. Nice play by Neuenschwander. Got a long throw to make and makes it. How about Chucky there? Throws all the way across the diamond. And again, Milam gets out of just a little bit of trouble. We head to the bottom of the 5th, still 1-0. Just checking that Rouse schedule. They are hosting Glenn tonight. And then we'll go to the Grizzlies on Friday, and then Rouse finishing district next week against Cedar Park. So no easy games in a really close year this year in District 25 5A. Say the Panthers are tied for first, but of course things can change so rapidly when you have 5 teams within 2 games of each other and 7 teams within 3 games of each other. So nothing guaranteed here, even at this late-ish point in district play. Cullen Lee stepping in for his 5th inning of work. Still just the one hit in this game, and it was number 8. The right fielder for the Panthers stepping in now, doubled. It's a 2-out double in the bottom half of the 2nd. Now stepping in with no outs. See if Colby DeMars can start the inning off right for team in white and purple. Really nice off-speed pitch there from Lee, just a little low. As I said, it is the white jerseys with the purple letters, purple numbers. Do have that gold bill on the batting helmet. Sort of a fun color effect there. Big swing by DeMars towards third. Fernandez fields it and makes the throw over. And DeMars is retired to lead off the 5th. Chase Maxwell will now step in. The senior grounded out in the 2nd. 0 for 1. A's Hawks, like we said, in the red tops with the blue letters and numbers and the gray bottoms. Maxwell shows bunt, and that'll trickle foul down the third base line. Good idea from left fielder, one of the seniors honored, of course, on Friday night. As I said, DeMars with the only hit. Did have a handful of walks as well in this game. It's been difficult to string anything together for the home team. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom 5. That one's low, gets past Pacheco, ball 2. Cole Tanksley coming over to retrieve it right in front of us. Two-one. That's a beautiful, I think that's more of a sliding pitch for 2-2. So Maxwell tries to get something going for the Panthers here. That one way inside. Probably would have hit him if he didn't take that left foot away. Full count now. 3-2. A lot of ground balls in this game. Lee has really kept everything low. Filled up. Swung on that left side. It's going to be a tough play for Jen. Off the back foot. And Maxwell slides in just to make sure. And count that for a hit. Infield single for Maxwell. And here's Tanksley with a man on, 1 out. Another opportunity here. Panthers have had base runners in 4 of the 5 innings in this game. Hasn't been completely desolate at the plate. See if Chase Maxwell wants to be aggressive. Coach Creek sends him. There he goes, and it's a hit and run. And ball is fouled down that third base line. Wonder what happens here. I've seen a steal in this game. It was the Hawks stealing a base, controversially, I might say. 0-1 after the foul ball. Maxwell will not go this time, and Tanksley sends this one into center. On comes Villalobos, and he makes the play. 2 out. Back to the top. Logan Dyer 0 for 1 in this game. Did walk back in the first. Off the game and then grounded out in the third. 2 out. Chase Maxwell over there at first. Runner goes. Pacheco throws over and Maxwell's in there safe. Stolen base for the senior. And now runner in scoring position. Both teams with a stolen base in this game. See if the center fielder, one of the senior leaders, Logan Dyer, can capitalize. Off speed, looked awkward, but is called a strike, 1-1. Panthers just crying out for a hit. Checks twice, off speed, just outside now, 2-1. Going into the stretch. Check second. Pitch in there right on the outside corner. Don't know if Dyer agreed with that one. 1-2. Lee will step off and check Maxwell over at second. Panthers dugout's got the hats out. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Pacheco, but he will throw over. And the side is retired. Again, base runner for the Panthers, their second hit of the game, but not able to capitalize. And we head to the sixth. Hayes 1, Liberty Hill 0. And we're back here at Panthers Field. Liberty Hill hosting Hayes here into the sixth inning. Thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. My name is Adam Mueller. Holden Catrone now stepping in for his third at-bat. Struck out in the first and then singled in the fourth. Part of that big fourth inning. Hits this one high towards the Panthers dugout. Over goes Neuenschwander and makes the play. Nice play by Cade Neuenschwander. Gets over there, gets under it. And one pitch, one out. We've seen that a few times from both pitchers in this game. Isaiah Martinez DHing for the pitcher Cullen Lee tonight. Looks at a fastball for strike one. Grounded out in the second. And did have a critical sacrifice bunt in that fourth inning after the two singles. Of course, got the runners in a scoring position. That pitch from Milam is low. Milam taking his time, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Absolutely got him with the fastball. After the shakeup last week, Liberty Hill moved to 18th in the Diamond Pro THSB Top 25 for 5A. Milam changing the rhythm up a bit. Neuenschwander gets past him. Tanksley's got a play to make and makes a tough play for the shortstop. Just got past the glove of Cade Neuenschwander. Tanksley was there anyway. Threw it across his body for out number 2. Sebastian Montiel steps in with 2 out. As I said, Liberty Hill up to 18th in that Diamond Pro THSB Top 25 as of this week. Milam off speed, just a little outside. Leander Rouse, of course, with their 2 losses to this Hayes team, fell all the way to 23rd in those rankings. Fastball looked like a strike. Guess just a little outside and high there, 2-0. Montiel's 0 for 2. Got a fly out and a ground out in this game. There's a strike. Just messing with that outside corner is Milam. Finally got his spot. 2-1 now, and I think Montiel's asking the ump. Just that one caught the top of the zone, maybe the outside of the zone. Milam wants some time and maybe discussing signals between the junior pitcher and his senior catcher, Carson Riley. Of course, a lot of discussion at the top levels, Major League Baseball, about pace of play, and now we have the pitch clock. Not an issue for a lot of these Panthers pitchers, plays Milam included. Likes to work fast. Fastball fouled back now, 2-2 with 2 out. Some of the kids around me going to fetch that foul ball. Milam looking to close out the inning. Off speed is fouled back to the net. Of course, we're deep into the playoffs for the NBA and the NHL. So good time for sports fans. Milam's pitch again fouled towards the dugout. Neuenschwander coming over hard, loses the hat again. And not able to make the play down in the corner. And Chucky's down. Couldn't quite see it from my angle, just holding that left shoulder. Really able to close the distance to that corner. There's a lot of space on both sides of Panthers field here. Or fielders just track down the foul ball. Back to 2-2. Milam kicks. And that ball's hit over the head of Basie at second. And a really nice at bat from Sebastian Montiel. Gets the fifth single of the game for the Hawks. No extra base hits given up by Blaze Milam, but just a few hits. As I said, I count 5 singles. Those are only hits, a couple walks as well. As Jacob Covington steps in. If you call his ground ball back in the fourth. That'll drop. On comes Maxwell. So again, 2 straight singles. Seen this a lot from the Hawks here in this game. So Covington, as we have a little bit of an issue here as the ball gets past Riley and the runners will move into scoring position. Boy, I didn't even have my head up for that. Ball throw in, got past Riley, or got past Milam. Not sure what happened. You saw it on the screen there better than I did. And all of a sudden, situation made a lot worse here with 2 out. Jeremiah Pacheco, the catcher for the Hawks, steps in with 2 men in scoring position after the error. As I said, Covington there with his 2nd hit of the game. He does have that RBI, now stands at 2nd. Pacheco's got a pair of groundouts in this game and looks at strike 1. Don't want to get into an even deeper hole here. Milam looks to 3rd, and his pitch is low. Nobody really holding on the runner at 2nd. He's not really the important one. 1-1, swung on, hits the pitcher's mound, gives Tanksley an opportunity, and he gets the out. And a couple of singles, but Blaze Milam gets through 6. Still just the 1 run separating these 2 teams. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Liberty Hill looking to get back into this one. Hayes 1, Liberty Hill 0. Right through the heart of this Panthers order we will go here in the bottom part of the 6th inning. Cullen Lee still on the hill for Hayes, working with a 2-hitter here. Just the 2 strikeouts for Lee, but a lot of ground balls. And Panthers not able to string a couple hits together. It's been tough to get any momentum from an offensive point of view, but the 2-hitter Carson Riley will step in to lead things off. 0 for 2 in this game. Struck out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. Talking about some of the accolades for Carson. Mary Hardin-Baylor commit for next season, so congratulations to him. Last year was the 2nd team all-district catcher in this district. Swings at the 1st pitch over there to Jen, and the throw in time retires Riley. And again, maybe slightly uncharacteristic of these Panthers is swinging at that 1st pitch, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Here comes Cade Neuenschwander. Chucky 0 for 1 with the walk in the 1st inning, and then a fly out in the 4th. That a pair of base runners in the 1st inning when Logan Dyer walked, and then 2 batters later, Cade Neuenschwander walked, was really the most danger that Cullen Lee has faced in this game. Lee really taking his time here with one out. Off-speed pitch hits the lower part of the zone. That is certainly his specialty. Keeps things low. 0-1. Just a little too low there. 1-1 now. One hops into the glove of Pacheco. Fastball just outside. Hayes bench thought that was certainly a strike. Looked right on the corner. Lee kicks, and this one popped up to the right side. Catron comes on from first and makes the play. And Neuenschwander is retired. Carson Sharp steps up. Designated hitter tonight. Rounded into a double play in the first inning, which, looking back, certainly feels like a big moment. Did walk in the fourth. It's the only base run in the fourth inning, showing off some power here. Deep foul ball to right field, just a little too far for Covington to track down. Will be strike one. Trying to get something going for the Panthers. There's strike two on the off speed, and you see Carson a little bit more expressive when he's at the plate, so you can see sort of his feelings. Wears his heart on his sleeve, and just a little bit frustrated by that one. Swinging, that ball one there. Pacheco's going to throw over, and side is retired. Third strikeout for Cullen Lee, who continues to dominate. We will head to the seventh. Hayes Hawks still just hanging on to that 1-0 lead. And we head to the seventh inning here at Panthers Field. Cole Tanksley now will step in for Blaze Milam, who pitched a good game. 6 innings. With the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. Did give up 6 hits, but just the 1 run. And Tanksley will step in from short to pitch. Cade Neuenschwander will move to that shortstop position, and Andrew Basie will actually move to third. Colton McDaniel will step in to play second, so a little bit of a rotation. John Caceres in. And looks at a strike from Tanksley. Caceres batting for the center fielder, Villalobos. Looks at strike 2. Big cut. Fouls it over towards that Hayes bench. Senior Caceres. Tanksley kicks and delivers, and Caceres hits it over Neuenschwander at short. And big cheer from the Hawks. Dugout there as Caceres gets on. Another single for these Hawks. They will pinch hit for him over there at first. And Villalobos, who was being pinch hit for, will come in to run for Caceres. And now Cooper Jen, the leadoff hitter, will show bunt and foul it off to the right. A couple walks and a strikeout in this game for the Hawks shortstop. Junior Riley's going to go back over. Villalobos was off the bag. Both had actually come in protecting the bunt, and Colton McDaniel made the run all the way over to first and made a nice play on what could have been an errant throw. Catcher and second baseman just touching base with each other. Showing bunt again, high and inside, ball 1. Tanksley looking to get his first out in this game in relief. Again, bunt shown, and Jen smartly pulls the bat away. 3-1 now. Andrew Basie here at third is really in tight. He's already in the grass here. Can't see it on the screen, but he's almost on the screen. Voth is charging hard too from first, and swing and a miss. So filled up now, 3-2. Surprised maybe there to see Jen load up and swing at that one. Now the count's full. And pitch high from Tanksley, and credit to Cooper Jen's walked 3 times in this game. Now 2 base runners as Adriano Fernandez checks in. Carson Riley's going to check in with his pitcher here. Sophomore second baseman, the lefty stepping in. Righty versus lefty. Tanksley checks on the runner at second. I think Fernandez is trying to pull the bat away on the bunt attempt. Actually did hit the barrel, so 0-1. Just the 1 run in it. Feels like a lot more. Of course, don't want it to be a lot more. It's a nice looking bunt there. And Basie's gonna make a long throw, and safe is the call. Really close play at first. Safe is the call, and now bases are loaded. It was a really nice bunt by Fernandez. And now Cole Tanksley in a tough spot. No out, bases loaded. Gio Esquivel stepping in. 1 for 3 in this game is the Hawks' second baseman. Couple ground outs and then singled to lead off the 4th. He did score the run, the only run in this game. Infield in. Pitch is low, ball 2. Certainly don't want to walk in a run here. And bases loaded, no out. 2 balls, no strikes. Cole Tanksley pitching in relief. Ground ball right to the pitcher who can go home. Steps on home, then goes to first. Double play. That is just about the perfect scenario there. I don't think Villalobos at third even realized that the bases were loaded because the runner from third didn't even come home. Carson Riley comfortably caught the throw from Tanksley and threw back to first, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Cole Tanksley. 2 out now. Still a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch outside, ball 1 to Holden Catron. 1 for 3 in this game with a strikeout, a flyout, and a single back in the 4th. There's strike 1. Boy, that double play could be big in this game. Both grounder right to the pitcher who went home. And then Riley had the play at first. Big swing by Catron. This is deep into left field, and that is gone. Big power from the first baseman for the Hawks. And that'll be a 3-run blast to widen the lead for the Hawks to 4-0. Big celebration for Hayes at home plate. That's the first long ball we've seen in district play at Panthers Field. And you thought after the double play that maybe the Panthers could get out of it, but a huge bomb from Holden Catron. Umpire wants the Hawks players to clear everything off that side of the field. And that is a gut punch. If you're the Panthers, Tanksley still needs to finish off the inning. 4-0 now. Two-0. And on 3-0, Isaiah Martinez, the designated hitter, looks at strike 1 from Cole Tanksley. A couple ground outs and then a sacrifice bunt from Martinez in this game. Tanksley was a tough spot to come in. Just the 1 run in it, coming in relief. This is another one of those foul balls over to third. This is Basie now, can't make the play. Ball will drop, and it's a break for Hayes. count, and that will be ball 4, another base runner here. Sebastian Montiel stepping in, 1 for 3. Fly out, ground out, and of course, a single in the previous inning. That was an inning where Blaze Milam able to get out of trouble with 2 outs. Cole Tanksley not able to get out of the jam with 2 outs in this one. The 3-run home run by Holden Catrone to make this a 4-0 game as the wind starts to whip. Foul back towards us, 1-1 now. That's what it has been tonight for the Panthers pitchers. Just been about getting out of a jam, and just not able to do that here in the top half of the 7th. 1-2 now. Tanksley trying to get through this tough inning here. Yell at the plate. Time is called. It's Isaiah Martinez who's over there at first. Tanksley out of the stretch, delivers low, and it gets past Riley, and Martinez will advance to second. Mood has really changed here in the top half of the 7th. All the noise coming from that Hawks dugout, even some noise from the visiting crowd. Kind of shocked this Panthers faithful. Again, Tanksley taking his time. Five, 6, and 7, the Panthers in the bottom of the 7th, and there is strike 3 on the outside corner, and Cole Tanksley gets out of the inning, but not after the 3-run home run by Holden Catrone. Widens the gap. It's now Hayes Hawks 4, Liberty Hill 0. Of a stunned silence here at Panthers Field. Thought we'd be heading into this bottom half of the 7th with the score still 1-0, but a 3-run home run by the Hayes Hawks has made the gap even more difficult. 4-0 now, and it is Cullen Lee who will step in for the complete game shutout attempt for the Hawks. As I said, 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Panthers. First it'll be Andrew Basie, who started the game at second base and has since moved to third base after the pitching change. Andrew's got a ground out and a fly out in this game. Those guys we know that likes to attack that first pitch. Not this time, and he looks at ball 1. Panthers gonna come back. It's gotta be step by step. Can't do it all in one swing. Another off speed from Lee, strike 1, 1-1. cut from base. He sends it the opposite side, 1-2 now. Strikes. Andrew Basie, we saw him for the first time against Lockhart a week ago, and again inserted into the lineup. Swung on and chopped towards the pitcher. Lee fields it and flips over to first for the first out of the inning. And just the 2 hits for the Panthers so far. Only the 3 strikeouts for Lee, but it seems like it's been ground ball after ground ball after ground ball. And here's Gavin Both, who's got a pair of ground balls in this game. Both for outs. Lee sorting things out with Pacheco. Panthers down to their final 2 outs here. Beautiful off-speed pitch from Lee. For a strike. Off speed, hit softly into the middle, and it's Cooper Jen who shows off the fielding ability again. Panthers down to their final out. Here's DeMars, who has one of the 2 hits, actually has the only extra base hit for the Panthers and the only extra base hit in this game other than the home run on the other side for the Hawks. Off speed is really high and tight, ducks away ball 1. Low for ball 2. Lee taking his time here with 2 out. There's a strike from Leaves. Every time he's sort of reset himself, has seemed to find the pitch he needed in this game. 2-1. Outside ball 3. Good eye from DeMars. Two out, 3 balls and a strike. Just on the outside corner. DeMars thought it was ball 4. Full count. Panthers down to their final strike. That one is low. That will be ball 4. And Colby DeMars on base for the 2nd time in this game. Trying to start a 2-out rally here for the Panthers. Chase Maxwell steps in. He has 1 for 2 in this game with a single back in the 5th. Senior stepping in. DeMars taking another big lead over at first. Lee checks and throws it in there. Strike 1 to Maxwell. Panthers left fielder trying to continue the rally. And you see that sort of slow pickoff play from Lee. Hasn't had to use it too much in this game. Pitch is low now, 1-1. Jordan Andrews has stepped in on deck circle. So if Maxwell can do something here, Andrews will bat for Tanksley in that 9 hole. There's strike 2 now. 1-2. Panthers again down to their final strike here in the bottom half of the 7th. Two out. They're on first. Maxwell swung on and loops that one over the first baseman. DeMars goes hard around second and gets the third. Good piece of base running from Colby DeMars, and runners on the corners now. Little mini rally here for the Panthers. Coach Creek says be smart to his base runners. And the lefty, Jordan Andrews, steps in. Can the Panthers get something going here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, down 4? Again, Coach Creek throwing a lefty at the righty pitcher. Off speed is really nice. Looks like the first baseman and third baseman are charging hard from the corners. Don't know if Coach Howard's worried about maybe a bunt attempt. Andrews fouls that one back. And for the 3rd time, Panthers down to their final strike here. He checks first. Got to run on any swing, and one hops that one. 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 men on. And good eye from Andrews. 2-2 now. He's worked himself even. In terms of what the Panthers lineup has gotten against Lee, this is a good sequence. A walk and a single. Now what can Jordan Andrews do? Right up the middle, strike 3. That'll do it for the game. Colin Lee, complete game shutout. Panthers offense not able to get going in this one. And that'll do it for us here at Panthers Field. Blaze Milam, another good game on the hill. Just the 1 run given up. But the Hayes Hawks come to Liberty Hill and get the victory. 3 runs on that home run by Holden Catron make up the majority of it. Liberty Hill with base runners and several of the innings just not able to string anything together offensively, and the offensive rut continues. We'll see if they can break that on Friday. We'll be down in Buda for the reverse game of these 2 teams. Again, my name is Adam Mueller. Thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. That'll do it here. Again, the final, Hayes Hawks 4, Liberty Hill Panthers 0.